Hello, welcome back. I had to take a quick break, and I'll post the how-to. It's how to reset your deck. I'll post it as a separate for if you're learning or you want to know. And hi, I'm Kate. Welcome back. I just reset the deck and it feels so much better. We are going to do a mashup with Higgins and Matt McCabe. I would like to get a few of them done, but I would like to also run to the store before it closes. So I've already set Sacred Space, called in the quarters. I rewashed my hands, and would like to do a lighter reading than there's another mashup that I have on our list, but we're going to do Higgins and Matt McCabe. These mashups aren't competitions. Their energy is so intertwined that this is really just speaking to these. There's no real individualism. That's why we were flying through them. But what we're going to do with these mashups is put the energies next to each other and see what they can tell us. For example, the red solar eclipse. I did see that Link is the across the street neighbor, not Fanning. I have no idea why Fanning wasn't even on the list. I have no interest in going into his energy. But I did put Brian Albert and Paul O'Keefe as the thumbnail for the Paul Fanning, because that's how I had it. I was like sticking to the plan. But I was going to do Brian Albert and Paul O'Keefe, but I need something a little lighter before I go into the store. Because who knows? You never know when you go into that. But today we're going to do Higgins and Matt. Oh boy. And we already have some jumpers, so. That was weird. All right. Well, Higgins is on the left. I made myself little name tags so I wouldn't, oh, can you see this? Oh, move this little guy. Okay, move that little guy. All right. So we have Higgins wants to get out of here. I'm going to put these down in the way it feels right. Oh, hold on. We also have some jumpers. I forgot about these. Can you see all this? Okay. You don't say. I'm going to put these two at the top of. Let me make sure you guys can see this. And I'll start explaining it. Oh, this is making sense. They were there at the same time. Okay. Phew. Get John here. Okay, well. I'm going to explain why I'm laughing in about 4 seconds. We have Bennifer and Oliver Glory. If you don't know what Bennifer is, please use your imagination. Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, Ben and Jen Bennifer. We have a Brian and a Jen. Here she is, in Oliver Glory. But don't worry, he's here too. There's some concerning things here, and I'm going to just start explaining it because I know what I'm looking at, but all right, you guys can see this. So why don't we start with Matt? Okay, we're going to start with Matt. First of all, the wands are Bennifer have represented, the swords and the wands have represented Bennifer. And this is her calling card. Literally, her archetype is here. No facts here. This is all for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research. Everyone is Google. I'm not presenting this as fact. I'm literally a chick with a tarot tarot cards and a table. And so please keep that in mind. What's concerning here? I'll just start with Matt. Okay. Remember when I was saying that Matt's a pussy and he probably didn't participate in the fight? That's not what these cards are saying. This is... we have John here walking in, our little fool. Ethan used to always show us the little fool running into the House of Horrors. And this is a straight up fight that Matt's got. We did get that he knows he's screwed. We have the end of his world as he knows it. We also have the magician, smoke and mirrors. We have a decision, weighing the weight of two decisions, influenced by money, and our perfect happy home. The concerning thing is Matt's here with this fight. Oh, I saw someone say, like, Paul O'Keefe wasn't there. Okay. The only thing that we have for evidence, the government released 3,000 documents and the defense put up 6 witnesses. That's telling me we don't know 90% of just the little bit the government was going to release. They kept that close to their chest for a reason. No, we haven't heard it, but that means absolutely nothing to me. So you were going to believe Jen McCabe, Higgins, McCabe, Brian Albert? No, of course. I don't believe anything that they said. I just read energy. I'm not telling you anything. What I think from the cards is Paul O'Keefe was there, and I've gotten it like 3 times, so I'm standing by that. But also, like, critical thinking skills, thinking outside the box. If it doesn't feel right, like, they're no liars. They've gotten caught in perjury like 17 times each. And if you have any questions about that, watch The Linguist or watch it again. So I'm sticking to the Paul thing, and we know Matt is having, like, he knows his world's over. He's worried about who's going to raise his children. We know there's money involved. We know he had to make a bad decision. It's his involvement in the fight. I was expecting Higgins to get this. I have heard a few things, and I'm trying to think of what the source was before I start talking about it. About Higgins. Okay, so let's get to Higgins. He wants to get out of town. He's contemplating leaving because a little page told him that Judgment Day is coming. And he's having sleepless nights. Colin Albert was there. The Empress. This is his weird mommy issues. He has weird issues about everything, I think. And this is the BJ Queen. He might be an adulterer. He has no problem sleeping with people's wives, allegedly for entertainment purposes. Only no facts here. But, like, that's like the woman that he was trying to hook up with or did hook up with that I just posted about. This is the BJ Queen. She's also your intuition, your ride or die. She's your best friend. She'll literally bury a body for you. But in the Watts case, she always represented Nicole Kessinger. So now I just call her the BJ Queen. If you're learning, don't take that habit. That's just my own funny thing. I think I'm hilarious. But okay, so one of the things that I've heard, and I'm trying to think of the source, because if it was an intuitive thing, then I don't know if I want to talk about it because it's like... I'm gonna just flip one yes or no card to see if this is something I can talk out loud, like talk it out loud, or if it's something that isn't, like it's not gonna be important. It's negative. Okay. Ask a different question. Okay, I'm gonna ask if Matt had anything to do with this fight. This is really throwing me for a loop. I mean, the linguistic, the truth revealed guy, Sergio, I think is his name. He's convinced that Higgins was like 150% involved in the murder cover up and everything from the linguistic side of it. I want to ask if Matt had anything to do with it. These cards are playing. All right, let's do Whispers of the Unsolved. I'm going to ask one more time. Did Matt McCabe have anything to do with the fight? Absolutely. Okay. I mean, I'm getting it really hard. So Matt McCabe had something to do with this fight. I should watch that linguist again. He's like... I've heard Sean talk about how Matt McCabe used to be a bouncer. To be like dumb and big to do anything down there. Just kidding. And no, I'm not kidding, but I did see the message about not saying it's all of Massachusetts. No problem. You're my neighbor. I have no problem. My little brother lives down there. And I'm in New Hampshire, so I'm definitely not going to talk about a whole state. Unless it has to do with, like, Idaho. What is this question? I didn't ask any questions. I'm just shuffling because this is something I was not expecting, but I have heard Sean talk about Matt McCabe's involvement in this fight. I'm going to grab some of Ashley's cards and see if we can get some clarification. Like, what I'm looking at right now neighborhood. Okay. I got a don't talk it out loud card when I asked. So I'm going to respect it. But what I did just get, oh darn, was neighborhood. We know that. Psychic abilities. Murder. This is a final ending. Flight, travel. I don't know what that means. Legal proceedings and trapped. Yeah, they're fucked. They know that. They were friends. They're in debt to each other. There's treason. Assassination, murder for hire. I know that I wasn't going to talk about Fanning anymore. But the only other person that we've gotten that's gotten this card is Fanning. I mean, this is straight up assassin, murder for hire. I mean, we have anger and rage. Yeah, but they're feeling that. Dismemberment. One of our lovely friends had a great idea with this. It's the dismemberment of their story. Woods concealed. Yikes. Law enforcement. Perversion. Yeah, it was a medical emergency. Someone's taking a secret trip. We just got these yesterday too. Down the rabbit hole. Someone was at a crossroads. Oh. I'm going to ask it a different way and see if I can go into this, because I feel like it'll explain what I'm seeing, but I can't remember if I've just had it, like, I have dreams about stuff, or if it's something that's like out in the open. So same card, negative. Okay, so I don't know where it doesn't matter, I guess, because I can't talk about it anyway. So what this is saying is, like, Matt McCabe had a huge... Higgins didn't even get one fighting card. That's the thing. Like, Higgins got a lot of stress, anxiety, worked with Colin Albert. Matt McCabe got the fighting card. What if we have this all wrong? Like, what if Matt McCabe's really a fighter? He is worried about his family. We got that before. He did see the little guy come into the house, and his world's over. And the smoke and mirrors is our magician. There's money, shocker. Bennifer's here. Someone needs to rule that house. But Brian Higgins didn't get anything fighting about anything. There's nothing here that's talking about him fighting. Like, no deception. No fighting. Like, that's weird to me. What did we get when we did Higgins last time? Something about fairy magic. All I remember was the fairies were here. Not fuck with fairies. I wouldn't play with anything like that, but there's something about fairies. All I'm getting from Higgins in these cards is, like, he wants to get out of town. He's stressed out. Judgment Day is coming. He's a mama's boy. He has, like, serious wife, or women problems. I mean, and we have Matt, who's the fighter. Where did this come from? And then Ashley's cards, we love her. She's over at the Reckoning. Why don't I go through this one more time? Maybe it'll say something different, but I'll start with Ashley's cards. No, I'm going to start with Matt's again. Okay, so Matt had a happy home. This is, if I'm just reading Matt, he had a happy home. He got into a fight with a little fool who had no idea that he was coming to a fight. There was a lot of smoke and mirrors. The weight of 2 decisions. Some money, here's some money. Take this deal because your world as you know it is over. And then we have Higgins, who is... He got word that he needs or wants to get out of town. He's definitely contemplating leaving. This is Colin Albert to me. He's staying up at night so stressed out. He can't sleep because Judgment Day is coming. He has some serious mommy issues, and he is no problem if a woman's married to a cop or anyone. He doesn't care. He'd probably rather go out with married women so that he doesn't have to deal with it. But we also have Bennifer in all of her glory, and we have the King and Queen of Swords. I'm sorry, not swords, wands. Who's fire? Oh, she's fire. She's an Aries. And then Ashley's card said there was a crossroads. Going down the rabbit hole, there was a medical emergency. There's perversion, law enforcement. Woods concealed. This is where Chloe went with psycho. Oh, perhaps. No effects here. All for entertainment purposes only. Their story is getting dismembered. There's a serious rage. This is another concerning card. I know that I said I would not talk about Fanning, but he was the only other person, even in Idaho. Oh, we didn't have these cards for Idaho. For this whole case, we've only ever gotten this card once. And that was Fanning. And now we have it. Maybe Matt McCabe is something we need to look a little bit more into. Higgins looks to me like literally he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. At this exact moment with this mashup, it looks to me like Matt did everything And Higgins was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he wants to get out of here. This is something we should probably look at. Treason. They're all committing treason, whether it's against it's like the code of silence or it's against the government. I don't know, that's a tough call. Someone was in debt, called in a few favors among friends. Can confirm or can't confirm. This is upside right. Like, can confirm that legal proceedings are in the process. Someone's feeling trapped, perhaps that's Higgins. And there's a final ending because there was a murder. Matt's intuitive. I remember getting that from him, and there's a neighborhood. Well, this mashup certainly didn't look like what I expected it to look like. I mean, this is saying to us that Higgins' hands are clean. And it was Matt. No way. I mean, Higgins' behavior, especially if you watch Truth Revealed, he's like 100%. He did it. I thought Matt was too dumb to do. I don't know, but that's what we got for this mashup. So when you put Higgins and Matt's energy together, Matt looks like his hands aren't clean. And Higgins looks like wrong place, wrong time. I wonder if we should do 2 out of 3 for these guys. That's just like, I guess it goes against everything. That's why. What do we get to compare it to? A police report that barely happened by a family friend? The feds are not giving up anything. I mean, I guess that's what we got for tonight. For right now, before I go to the store and then I'll be back, was that when we put the mashup between Higgins and Matt, it's like Higgins was just in the wrong place at the wrong time and Matt did all of the work. Like, he was in the fight. He's not even part of the big 3. Like, when Sean talks about the big 3, it's Higgins, Brian, and Bennifer. Or Colin. Well, Matt's name's not in it, whatever that is, but that was a surprise. I didn't expect that at all. I'm gonna go run to the store. I'll start uploading this now so you guys will get it. I would like hotels. Here, I should probably do some sage. If any of you intuitives out are getting anything, can you let me know what you're getting? Because I'm a little confused right now about this. I mean, Truth Revealed, according to his like speech pattern and linguistics on a stand, he's a straight up killer. That's like pretty much what you can deduct from that. All right. If you're getting anything, can you let me know? I'll start uploading this right now. And go run a couple errands and then I'll be back. I'd also like to do, I made the thumbnail for Brian Albert and Paul O'Keefe. But Fanning slid into our DMs. Yuck. He's not even on the list for anything. Except we did just get another Fanning card. And thank you. I know that link was across the street. I don't know where that connection with the red solo cups is. I'll have to look into it, but for this moment, I'll love you and leave you with that. I would like to think about this. If you're getting anything, can you let me know? Like, what if it's Matt? I have nothing to say. All I can think about is when he's like standing on this or sitting on the stand, like, and Yannetti, oh no, was it Jackson or Yannetti? One of them was like, what is this, funny? And he's like, oh no. That's how I think of him. Like, I don't know, but perhaps he's a fighter. Then he's a silent, I don't know. What about Colin? Who do we have Colin mashed up with? Maybe we should do Colin and Matt. Even if we get that same energy. Matt might be our outlier right now. He might be the one that's like, I don't know. I'm trying to talk this out because I don't get it. But what I'll do is I'm going to run down to the store, start uploading this, so hopefully you'll see it soon. And I will love you and leave you, and I'll be back. Thanks for coming.